Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tuesday's Talk with Grada. Today I want to delve into the subconscious mind a little bit, and you've probably heard yourself say, I am fine, I'm fine, right? I used to say that many years ago myself when I was recovering from a truck accident, and people would constantly ask me how I was going. And I remember even at the time when I was sitting in the wheelchair, I would just say to people, I'm fine, thank you. So today I want to unpack that a little bit and what it means for you if you recognize yourself saying these words sometimes. So those three words, I am fine, are some of the most dangerous words in the universe. Because when you say I am fine, it actually means many parts of you are not fine, and you are just covering up the pain that you're in. And of course, as a healer and a coach, I like to delve into, that's my job, being the detective and finding parts of you that are not on board. So I am fine. If you find yourself saying those words in reply to yourself, or when people ask how you're going and you say I'm fine, thank you, that means that you have lost you've lost an element of excitement. And life is meant to be exciting, not all the time, but we definitely need to feel excited about getting up in the morning, and we definitely need to have times every day of our life that we feel excited about, even if it's just about going for a walk or having a nice meal with somebody or reading a good book or something like that. Excitement means that life force is flowing through your veins and arteries, and the energy is moving around your body and so on. So when we go back to children, I want to share this really important study with you. So a very massive study was done on little children between age 4 and 5 to see how many geniuses there are in the world, like by comparison, or if there are areas in the world that had more geniuses than others. And so they studied 4 and 5-year-old children, and they discovered that 98% of those little kids are operating at a genius level, like their creative genius was fully switched on. And then they continued to measure the genius level, or the creative genius aspect of the child, as they went on. So at 4 to 5, they scored 98% of the kids scored genius level. 5 years later, it was only 30%. So by then they were 10 or 12. And then another 5 years later, so that's 10 years down the track, there was only 12% that scored a genius level. And then by the time they were full-blown adults, the scientists were left with 2%. Only 2% of those kids managed to have their genius still intact and activated in adulthood. So what the study proved was actually that education, our education system, plus all the outside pressures of our culture, which was, by the way, around the world, squashes our genius. And so, like, if you're operating in the zone of genius, you do feel excited. I want you to think about this after you finish listening to me. Like, what sort of things when you were a child excited you? What were some of those big dreams that you had as a child? And I'm going to encourage you to reactivate some of those dreams, because I know there are like 8 billion people in the world supposedly, but you are special and you're unique. There's not one other person here that is like you, that has your dreams, and you came here with a special gift to bring expression to something that's in your soul, or in your body, in your spirit, that's unique to you, that is for you to activate. And so when I work with my clients or students, and also with myself, it's very important for me, for myself, that I have an active dream. And a dream is just something that I really want for myself, a big wish or a desire, something that I work towards. And I've done that my whole life, and it really helped me to create the life that I have today. And I constantly am on a journey for more, and that's actually okay. For many years I thought that wasn't okay. For many years I thought there was something wrong with me, like I have everything, like I have so much to tick, so many boxes, I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. Why do I still always want more? But actually the part of us that always wants more is our soul. So it's a soul yearning. The soul yearns for more growth, for more expansion. That's actually natural to the soul. So we can be contented and very happy with our current existence, and that's different to I am fine. We can be content with everything we've got and still feel like something is wanting to come through me, or I have a desire for something else, and that's perfectly fine, because as human beings we were born with a spirit, a soul, and of course our ego, or our personality, which is made up of many. Our personality is not one personality. So this is new to a lot of people as well. Our personality has many, many sub-personalities. Our personality is really just a group of beings. And you know that, I'm sure, because say, for instance, when you're with your spouse, you show up different to when you are with your mom or your grandma or your neighbor. And different situations will show up different aspects of us. So today, and it's the start of 2024, I am going to encourage you to check in with yourself. Are you feeling fine? Or are you feeling great? Or are you feeling fantastic? And if you're just feeling fine, that literally means parts of you are not fine. And so we can have a quick change, how do I say it, energetic change or up level right now by doing an exercise that I will do with you. So for instance, if I was to say, I am fine, thank you. And now I want you to think of that as well. I want you to close your eyes and tune into your body and think of something that's not fine in your life. Somewhere where you want more energy, more support, maybe more love, more excitement, more, you need help, right? Because you're stuck there. So I want you to close your eyes and really tune in. Where am I not fine? What part of my life is not fine right now? Could be your body. You could have some pain somewhere, or an argument with your kids. So let's just choose a topic. Let's say you've just had, or somebody isn't talking to you, like a friend. Let's just choose that and just keep your eyes closed. And now that area of your life is not fine. Where do you feel that in your body? So that's the next thing. So now we're going to chase where that feeling sits in your body. So sometimes people say, oh, well, that is, I just feel that move through my digestive system. So it's burning my stomach, for instance. So if that's the case, I'm just going to get you to like put your hand on your stomach. If that's the case, so just bring awareness and energy and just rest your hand gently on your stomach and think about all the things that are not fine about that situation that we're just bringing up. All right, and just having your hand on your stomach is already releasing it somewhat, or wherever. If you feel it in the back of your neck, it's very common, because that's to do with our survival mechanism. It all tenses up in here. You can just rest one hand on the back of your neck or in the front. Sometimes we need to rest our hand here because it's to do with all the words we're not speaking, because for whatever reason we can't, or you can put your hand here. So just put your hand somewhere on your body, just make a guess. All right, so now I want you to ask yourself, okay, that spot in my body where I'm feeling everything is not fine, how does it feel? And so I'm just going to ask you some questions. If you were to know, is that spot moving or still? And just answer to yourself. Is it round or has it got a different shape? What color has it? If it had a color, what color would you give it? If it had a sound, what would it sound like? If it had a density, would it be more dense to the tissues around it, or would it be hollow? Would it be smooth or would it be slippery? If it had a smell, what would it smell like? We already asked color and sound, smell. If you were to touch it with your hands, would it be colder or hotter than the tissue around it? And then you can just sit with your eyes closed and be with yourself and think about this particular issue or area of your life that doesn't feel fine. And just breathe into it with love and attention, like if you have a pet or a child, bring that love to your own body. And just allow it to dissolve. And that's freeing up the energy of one part of your life. So just take a nice deep breath in. Now that part is dissolved, you need to fill that empty space up with something that represents joy, love, excitement, feeling fully alive. So whether it's like a picture, the energy of it, or a color, even a color that represents love or acceptance and excitement. And just fill that empty space up with that color and the energy. And then you can come back into the room and open your eyes. So this is just a very quick intervention that you can do at home. You can go back and watch the replay and then do it properly. Take your time to spend time with yourself and write down the words that will get some movement going into your body so that you can move from I am fine to literally start living the life that you deserve to have, with more life force, more energy, more excitement, more positivity going on in your life. So when you start dreaming big, I just want to talk about this as well. Often when people have given up on their dreams, that's what I see a lot. So when adults, only 2% of adults are still connected to their inner genius. So the inner genius is able to dream. In fact, the inner genius comes up with humongous dreams, and these are the inventors and so on of our life, the movers and the shakers, and everyone has that ability, right? So when you start cultivating a different dream, and I'm going to encourage you to do that, whether you just think of something like, oh, I'm going to grow a little garden, or I'm going to take up knitting, or I'm going to go to the gym so I get fit every day, that sort of thing. That can be a dream. Or I'm going to plan a bushwalk or something like that. Or it can be way bigger, of course. It can be, I'm going to start a new money stream and I'm going to apply all my attention to that. The thing is, the second you create a dream and the more excited you get, this is the irony, by the way, the more you're going to become aware of an unease in your body as well. So, and that's the reason is because when we were little children, as a little child, you were still whole. Let's say, these are my little worry dolls. So let's say, as a little child, when you come into the world, we are mostly just one being, like one entity, we are whole, right? And then traumas and stresses happens, and it causes splits in the child. So now the child is split in half and goes, so a trauma has happened, maybe the child was humiliated, like say this is little Lucy, and Lucy goes, okay, you take that humiliation, I don't want to know you anymore, you just take that with you, go and hide under the bed so that I can live my life and continue my life. But now you've acting, part of you is broken off and split off, and it's basically disconnected from your nervous system almost. These are called the shadows. So when you start dreaming bigger, some of these things start to jump up and down because they want to be integrated back into your body. And so that's another really important purpose of you having a dream, and that you pay attention to what's uncomfortable in your body, right? So sometimes if you're a business person, you might actually be very familiar with what I'm going to tell you now. So if you're a business person, part of you wants to grow the business, and then part of you is all set to grow the business, take it to the next level, and you will often find there's another part that goes, no, I just want to stay where we are. And actually, I want to sell the business perhaps, and maybe I will just retire on a pension, right? And I know that's the right life. That's what I want right now. So you're going to come across those kind of energy flows in your body. So this is where it's important that you have support. Always seek the right support. Do lots of journaling, do that activity that I just showed you, where you connect with your body and feel where things aren't feeling fine, and give your body your full attention, because the light of your own awareness, just shining that light on those issues, already dissolves it, or definitely clears a lot of that out of your body already. And please also, of course, I'm telling you all this because please do come and see me. I can help you very quickly because I'm a seasoned healer. I've got lots and lots of experience. Many people my age, with my level of experience, they don't want to see clients anymore because, I don't know, they've lost the excitement, whereas I still feel excited about working with my clients. It's what really feeds my heart. So, plus I have had to recover myself from many things in life and still be able to hang on to my dreams and create bigger dreams. So I know that whole process inside out, and at the same time I also wouldn't be sitting here if I hadn't paid healers, therapists, coaches, world-class coaches, mentors. I have people in my corner that support me to keep my joy and excitement alive. Because every time you hit a new level, they say new level, new devil. So there are new things that crop up. But just remember, you're here not to have an average life. You're not here to be just fine. You're here to express your soul. Your soul wants to grow all the time. You see that in nature, like every year the trees, you know, the branches on the trees grow that much. Some trees grow 2 meters, some trees just grow a little bit, but you never see a tree that stops growing, because in nature, when things stop growing, that means you're dying. And that's the same with us. So you deserve a really, really good life, and all the help that you get is multiplied, comes back to you 1,000,000 times over in results. So I hope that this is helpful, and if it resonates in some way with you, please spend time investing in yourself. Just spend time with yourself, capital SELF. Do some journaling, some meditation, go out in nature, go for walks, seek help from an expert, surround yourself with the right people, because it's a known fact that you become like the 5 people that you hang around with the most. It's like something that happens automatically, you actually have no control over. So just be careful who you spend a lot of time with. And if you need help, I would love to be with you and help you as well, and support you on your journey to an exciting, rewarding life. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Big love from me, and hope you have a really good week. Bye.